Hey there everyone, Sarah here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a tag game, because tag games are fun. This is the currently writing tag game, which was first created by the Nerdy Book Nerd, and I'll link her video down in the descriptions below. Let's get started. Number 1, what are you currently working on? That's a loaded question because it's a lot of crap. We'll go with my main one that I'm working on right now. So the main novel that I'm working on now is I suppose it's my main work in progress, the one I'm going to get published, which is a YA urban fantasy called Nephilim, which is all about this teenage girl called Ali who discovers that she is half angel, half human, and she is been recruited to fight sin on Earth, and she's sort of got to find her place within this new group, find her place within this sort of new world order that she's come to understand, while she's trying to find her place in the real world, all while this ancient evil is rising and is basically hunting the Nephilim for some unknown reason. Number 2, what is your current word count? So I'm actually going through rewrites at the moment, so I'm on the 5th draft, which is sitting on roughly 83k at the moment. Who knows what it will end up as. I'm hoping to hit almost 90k, I don't know why, and yeah, that. Number 3, what is your current deadline? So my deadline for revisions for Nephilim is to be completely done with all of the rewrites by the 1st of September. So that's 83,000 words, 29 chapters in 13 weeks, which is roughly, what, 2 chapters a week? 2 to 3 chapters a week. I'm behind because it's, what, 15th of the 6th? I'm supposed to be finishing up chapter 7 at the moment. Chapter 7? I'm supposed to be finishing up chapter 6 and I've just started chapter 3. So we're not off to a good start. I will hit the deadline though. Somehow I'll hit it. I always seem to. Number 4, what is your current writing music / song? Don't really listen to music that much anymore when I write. I used to listen to Lindsay Sterling a lot, and sometimes if I'm in the right mood I will listen to her again. Sometimes I will listen to a musical, not very often because I do get distracted by the cool bits of the songs that come up. Most recently I've been listening to ASMR because it's a great background noise and it really helps me get focused. The only thing I listen to though really is fluffy microphones being brushed and squeezed and stuff. It sounds like the ocean and it's really calming and relaxing. So that's usually what I listen to, but most recently I've been watching TV while I rewrite, which is not a good thing, because it might be why I'm not actually very far in my rewrites. Number 5, what is your current writing snack? I don't actually snack while I write. If I do have a snack, it's whatever biscuits happen to be lying around the house, and I'll eat them within the first 3 minutes of sitting down with my laptop, and that's usually before I physically start writing, so I just go for it. I sprint so I don't have time to eat, unfortunately. Number 6, what is your current problem / struggle / hurdle? Finding the time. I have 4 kids, they're up all day, I have to look after them and make them food and get them drinks and put them down for naps and, you know, make sure they don't cry and wipe their drool off me all day. That's just one kid, not all 4 of them. So my biggest problem is having the motivation after a long day of looking after kids and sorting the house out to want to write in the first place. So I sort of always just make myself, and I find if I have to make myself, I don't do a very good or decently lengthed job of writing. So I'm trying to figure out ways to personally overcome that. We're slowly getting there. Number 7, who is currently your favourite character? That's a horrible question because they're all my babies and I love them so much, except not as much as my real children apparently. I'm not allowed to love them more than my actual kids. My favourite character, I don't actually think I have a favourite character. I think I'm a weird one. I don't have favourite anythings. I have like my favourite at the moment. So my favourite movie will be like the latest movie that just came out, and my favourite song will be like the newest song that I've fallen in love with, and that's just like my favourite. I don't have all-time favourite anythings. So at the moment my favourite character is Reika. She is a Japanese teenage Nephilim who grew up in Japan and came over to England when she was 12 years old to become part of the England's group of Nephilim. And she's pessimistic and she's sarcastic and she likes insulting people and muttering about you in Japanese, and I've recently changed her name. So she was originally Riley, and for the longest time I'd been thinking to myself, is Riley the right way to go? Like, because in my head, like, her backstory was she left Japan, came to the UK, and she changed her name to Riley, I suppose in order to fit in and have the Western name. And recently I've always been thinking, is that the right thing to do? Like, should it be that way? Should I have it that way as my character? And I got some massive reassurances from someone over on Tumblr that, you know what, it's not an odd thing, it's not a stereotypical thing, it's not, you know, unknown for Asian people, especially from China and Japan and the like, to do that, to have Western names. And some people don't mind and they prefer having a Western name. Some people do it out of, you know, they can't pronounce my name, so I'll just give them a Western one. And I thought to myself, you know what, for the type of character that Reika is, for her to get rid of her Japanese name because she's proud of her heritage and where she comes from, and to get rid of it, or not get rid of it, to, you know, choose a Western name over it and keep the Western name is sort of uncharacteristic of her. I've decided to officially refer to her in the book as Reika instead of Riley. So I don't know, that just shoved her forward, like I've got to do so much with her now, because I think changing that detail has added such a new depth to her, and I'm always excited when I discover something new about my characters. So yeah, it's Reika at the moment. That will change. Number 8, which draft are you currently working on? I think I've mentioned this like 5 times in this video already, because I don't read the questions before I do this thing, before I record. But it's my 5th draft and I'm rewriting it, so I'm working on my 6th draft. I've been working on this since 2013. I've been rewriting since 2016, so one day I'll stop. Number 9, what is your current number of works in progress? 4. I currently have 4 works in progress, and these are all in some stage active works in progress as well. We've got Nephilim, obviously, which I am rewriting currently. I have a second novel with a working title of This Is Not That Story, which I started writing in 2017 and finished writing this year. I have a third novel tentatively titled Midnight Garden, which I started writing this year for this thing I did called 85K90, and I'm going to finish during Camp NaNoWriMo in July. And I have a 4th novel, which is currently untitled, which I am planning and have been planning since the beginning of April, which I'm going to be writing November for NaNoWriMo. So I have too many. That's it for the questions. I'm going to tag a few people. I'm going to link them down below. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I ramble a lot. This is why I don't do things unscripted. Thanks, it's late. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Good thoughts and happy writing.